Welcome back to another episode of Adventures in Dudeness. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, do me a huge favor and like, subscribe, follow, etc., etc. On all things. On our YouTube, on our Rumble, on the Odysee, Spotify for the podcast, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Wherever you listen to this podcast or you watch my video content, go ahead and like and subscribe, follow, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, star, no star, 4-star, whatever you'd like to do, but do something. I need everybody to do me a favor and take some action when it comes to the show. I would greatly appreciate it. Well, we're in the last week of January here, and I'm sure by now many people have probably given up on all of their goals they set out to go do here in the beginning of January, unfortunately. But this is your reminder. Never give up, never surrender. Stay consistent, keep going. If you've fell off the horse, just like our believe our last episode. Let me just check my show notes so I know what the fuck I'm talking about, huh? Yes. Just like our last episode, now that I've found that. If you fell off the horse, okay. Things happen, but go ahead and get back on that wagon, that horse, that, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Whatever encouraging words you may need. But, just get back to it. Stay consistent and maybe take some time to change or modify what you wanted to do or how you do it or whatever. But whatever you do, continue to strive to accomplish what you set out on. Okay, so this is your little reminder coming from me. With that said, today's episode, as you heard in the January Manly Mashup, we are going to be discussing something that I always really wanted and finally kind of have. I was fortunate. And I know some people may scoff at this a little bit, right? But, today we're going to discuss building your man cave, right? If you don't have a man cave or would like one, kind of your own personal little area that, you maybe take some time to do some things. Relax, or it's your little space in the home. My house, basically, the kids each have their room and can do what they want in there, and the wife, she has kind of the rest of the house. And for many years, let's see, I've going through the places that I've lived. I've had a shed, which sadly I could only use in the spring, summer, and fall. But that was pretty cool. I had like a old bench seat out of my Astrovan in there, and everything ran off of 12 volts because at the time I was doing a lot of 12-volt stuff. So I had a bench test set up. And I could get my hands on a lot of 12-volt lighting and stuff like that. And yeah, I had a stereo in there with an old, I think it was a Pile, CD player with a removable face that I made a mount for, and some 6x9s and a little subwoofer and some lighting and stuff like that. And I had a little mini fridge out there that didn't really work all that great. and I had a workbench that seemed to always be cluttered full of shit. Um, and I may have had some I guess we'll say decorations on the wall that may have not been appropriate for all ages. But yeah, it was kind of my little place to sort of hang out, um, and have some beers, relax, whatever. Uh, and then from there, I didn't have anything in the house that we lived in. Well, I guess I kind of did. I set up my own like little office and a closet, so you had to like open the closet doors and sit outside of it, and it was really just my laptop on like a on top of a dresser, I guess. But wasn't anything great, but it was mine, right? It was my little work area. At the time I was going to college, so I could kind of do my stuff there. And then I had my toolbox up in my bedroom, which I know that sounds weird, right? So when I was done with school, when I was done with college, the type of job that I ended up getting, I worked out of a service truck mobily, which I still do. So I really don't have much use for a rolling, full size toolbox. So I brought that up into my bedroom, and at the time I was into like vaping and stuff like that. I was trying to quit smoking. So I used that as my little organization for like all my vape juice and mods and batteries and all that kind of bullshit. Which, by the way, was a huge fucking waste of money. But anyway, let's see. And then from there, we lived down in Florida for a few years. And I had the garage. I guess the garage was kind of my area. But unfortunately, in all the houses that we lived in, unfortunately, it's very hot. And so it's not a very comfortable place to really go hang out. And I thought about getting like an air conditioner and stuff like that, but unfortunately the houses that we lived in, we rented at the time. So, I wasn't going to install like a mini split or anything like that, but had every intention to. But then we moved back, up to New York, where we are now. And, the house that we rent has a somewhat finished basement, and I basically took it over. It's mine. So, I guess I'll do like a tour. I should probably clean it up first, but maybe I'll do like a tour video, of my basement. But I have like some flags hung up, my American flag, my Conch Republic flag, my Kenny Chesney flag, my Margaritaville surfboard is hung up, and I got a TV and entertainment stand, chair, and a couch, and a coffee table, and like a bookshelf with some stuff on it, like stuff that the kids got me over the years from for like Father's Day. I have my beer fridge down. Well, now that I don't drink anymore, it's not much of a beer fridge, but I guess it's a fridge for overflow of things from upstairs. And I don't know, I keep like my sparkling water and stuff in there now, and whatever beer I get for beer of the month. When people come over for parties and stuff, they keep their beer in there. So I guess it's a community beer fridge. And I got like my treadmill down here, and some a coat rack thing I hung up on the wall. I guess that's my desk, of course, and all my computers, or my computer and all my monitors and stuff. Where I do where I do this very broadcast from, weekly, every Monday at 6 a.m. Just as a reminder. But yeah, so this was, I was like very fortunate, and I have a big table down here that fits like 6 or 8 people. I think 8 people. We've had more people than that around there. But yeah, yeah, it's a table, kind of a high top like bar table. Um, to when we used to do like game night and stuff, we would hang out down here. I have a surround sound and TV, my PlayStation 4. Um, so yeah, it's mine. Like I've got to decorate it and put all my kind of my stuff down here and sort of make it my little area. And of course, um, there's some storage in the corner and stuff, which is it's not messy. It's like an organized mess, I guess we'll say. But I have to share it. And obviously the laundry room is, well, not obviously, but the laundry room is down here. And the one cool thing is I think is the laundry room has just a toilet in it. Um, there's a like a wash sink, like a, I don't know, I call them a wash sink, like a laundry sink or a utility sink. But I have one of those in there and a toilet. So like I have kind of a bathroom down here, sort of. And last year, actually, when we were having our bathroom remodeled, I found it very inconvenient to go other places to shower. So in my hillbilly ingenuity, I hooked up a garden hose to the to the utility sink, and we have a floor drain in that area. And yeah, you can take a pretty decent shower actually with a garden hose and a sprayer and utility sink and stuff. So yes, I have used it as a impromptu shower as well. But nevertheless, that's enough about mine. But creating a man cave is all about designing your personal space where you can relax, pursue your hobbies, enjoy your interests. Here's a and it keeps. I'm sure for those of us that are married or have significant others or whatever, they are not too keen on maybe certain decorations that we enjoy or that we like, right? Because it doesn't fit the room or it doesn't go with the furniture or something like that. Like my sign of Bigfoot sitting on a toilet for the bathroom door down here, or the laundry room door, that says "Oh crap." That probably my wife would not allow me to hang that anywhere but down here. So things of that nature. So anyway, if you don't have your own man cave or space for yourself, today we're going to kind of go over what to do about that or how to go about that. So number one, obviously, you want to find a space, preferably one that's available, and that someone else in your family has not laid claim to, I guess we'll say. So you don't want to be like kicking anybody out or invading their space. So you can select an area in your home, like a basement, spare room, a garage, even the attic. I would say, I don't know, like I have a garage. It's kind of a mess, and it's not really any place I would want to go like hang out and watch TV. It's not heated. So yeah, that doesn't really work for me. But make sure it's kind of it's somewhere you can personalize and is somewhat secluded for privacy, I guess. I don't know if you need it to be, I would say like, I wouldn't say secluded, but maybe out of the way. And then next thing you want to do is plan the layout. Determine how you'll use the space. What are you going to use it for? Are you into reading or sports or hobbies? Watching movies. Maybe you're really into movies or gaming. You could always go, or you could even go out as far. You could even go as far as to sketch out maybe a layout, things that will accommodate your furniture, equipment, and decor. Next, you want to select a theme or style. Uh, obviously, if you can't tell at this point, this is a list. Once again, our good friends at the Artificial Intelligence Agency has helped us out here. Um, Set a theme or style. I'm gonna go with no. You know, I just have like a bunch of stuff that I like. Stuff that's like memorable or cool shit that I've collected or really like. You know, there's really no it's really not a theme. I'm going to be honest with you. It's my stuff and stuff that I like looking at. Um but I suppose if you wanted to, pick like if you're really into a sports team, you could do stuff like that, hang some of that stuff up. Um, or, like I like industrial stuff, like the lights and stuff with like the Edison bulbs and like that are made out of black pipe. And I don't know, I think that kind of stuff is sort of cool, but I don't know. I guess that's a theme or a style. And then choose your color if you really want to. Um, I don't know. I think yeah, like my neighbor across the street, he has his garage is converted into his little man cave, and he is a Yankees fan and a Dallas Cowboy fan. So he has like a bunch of Dallas stuff hung up, and the walls are painted blue, and stuff like that. So I suppose you could go that route. Next, you want to furnish the space, obviously. So you want comfortable seating, recliners, sofas, bean bags. Yeah, I have, I don't know. I've picked like stuff up that people gave me. I really don't have all that much invested in this area down here, I'll be honest with you. Like the beer fridge was given to me, um, the couch, entertainment stand, TV, coffee table, chair, um, all given to me. All stuff from family members that had some extra stuff laying around, and it's all nice stuff. I mean, it's nothing great, but again, I'm not looking for brand new furniture or anything, just something comfortable to kind of hang out on. Let's see. So, recliners are cool. I have I don't know about bean bags. I don't know if I could roll my fat ass out of a bean bag anymore. Yeah, tables for snacks, drinks, or gaming. Storage for equipment, games, or memorabilia. Yeah, all that stuff. Sure. A couple end tables, maybe a desk, whatever you're into. Entertainment and technology. Large TV or projector for movies and games. Set up a sound system or surround sound for an immersive experience. And gaming consoles, PCs, or other electronics you'll use include good Wi-Fi coverage or Ethernet connections for smooth streaming. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Uh, even if you're not into TV or gaming, surround sound and stuff like my sound bar and my subwoofer, they hook up to my phone Bluetooth. So if you like listening to music or stuff like that, that's what I use it for. Probably mostly is when we'd be down here for game night, I would turn music on through the sound bar and stuff. So, you can, and maybe a good stereo, or if you're into records, I know that's making a comeback. Um, things of that nature. Let's see. Decorate with personal touches. Memorabilia, posters, collectibles, neon signs, framed art, themed lighting. Use rugs, curtains, or wall art to enhance the atmosphere. Yes, I've always wanted to I really like the Funko Pops. I think they're cool, right? The pop figures. But then I decide I go to the store and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get a Funko Pop today. And Yeah, I never do because I don't know. It just seems like a waste of money to pay for something that sits on a shelf. But if you're into collecting stuff like that, cool. Just not for me. I don't know. I don't see the value in it. I don't know if it necessarily is worth anything in the end. I guess I don't know. Is it an investment? But like some things that I do have for decor or memorabilia, like I already mentioned, my flags. My Conch Republic flag I bought in Key West when I was on my honeymoon. My American flag that I have hanging up above my desk is a um, small American flag. It is the flag that I had in my front yard in Florida during a hurricane. So it has survived a hurricane in Florida. And this flag, while it is not big, I don't know, it just has some sentimental value to me for some reason. Um, it probably will go with me everywhere. I'll never probably put it back outside again. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know. There's just something about it. And then I have a bottle of an empty bottle of Blue Chair Bay rum that my wife and I drank at the Kenny Chesney concert this last summer, which really was my like real first concert. Sadly, but yeah, went with my family, and we had a good time. And yes, I conquered a whole bottle of rum before we even went into the concert during tailgating. And then I have a big bottle of Jägermeister, empty that was from a birthday. I think when we first came back to New York, my family threw me a birthday party. So that was enjoyed on that night. And then I have some, my empty Coke bottle from um, the Star Wars area in Disney in Hollywood Studios. Um, yeah, that's kind of a memorable thing. So yeah, like little stuff like that. Like I don't know, I hang stuff up or hold on to stuff that has some sentimental value. But the um themed lighting, I guess, yeah. I like neon signs and stuff too. I think they're cool, but they're like really expensive. And I have like a little lamp because I don't really like bright lights per se. And then if you've seen any of my videos, um, I have my LED lights that I hung up all the way around the basement and stuff. Those are a kind of a new addition, but I think they're kind of cool. Yeah, and then I have a tapestry that my wife got me for down here that's of like the forest because I like outdoor stuff. I guess outdoorsman maybe sort of. But yeah, decorate it with. I think that personal touches is definitely the key there. Add functional features. Include a mini fridge, bar, or snack station. Install shelvings for books, tools, or gear. Add a workspace or hobby station if needed. Um, yeah, a small. I wouldn't. I guess maybe a small workbench, but like where you can. I try to. I have a toolbox that I keep like house tools in, I guess we'll say. Like little claw hammers and, shit to hang up pictures and screwdrivers and, shit like that. And then there is a shelf that was here when we moved in that has like screws and luckily I moved into an older house that was lived in by uh someone who they're an older generation, so older generations hang on to everything. So I have like all kinds of nuts and bolts and screws and nails and all kinds of stuff that like I very rarely have to go to the hardware store to get shit like that. So um but that's on like a shelf that was here when I got in here. So um bookshelf. Bookshelf is always good, even though I'm not a huge reader, which is something that I'm working on this year. One of my little personal challenges is to read 6 books this year. Even though I'm not a huge reader, I do have a lot of books for reference, um, especially stuff for like um, cooking or like medical stuff. Kind of, it's kind of all my like preparedness library, I guess we'll say. It's like I don't know, different like tips and tricks, and I don't know, just reference material, I guess we'll say. Nothing, not like a book to sit down and read. Um, yeah, tools, gear. I have my hiking packs, all my hiking stuff. That's down here. And then the big beer fridge. But yeah, a bar. A lot of people do a bar. I guess I kind of have one, sort of. Okay, moving on. Lighting. Let's see. Use dimmable lights or LED strips for ambiance. Install task lighting for specific areas like desks or gaming zones. We have the standard, or in my man cave, I have the standard fluorescent lights that you'll find in many basements around the country. I sort of despise them. I appreciate the immense amount of light that they give off when I'm trying to do something, but for the most part, they are obnoxious. But again, I rent my house, so if I were to own it, yeah, I would change the lighting out to maybe something different. I always, man, I'm a big light person. Like, I don't know, I've always liked lights. So yeah, like a neon like beer sign would be cool. But I think like a really neat, even though I don't have a pool table, like a pool table light, with like the different like stained glass and stuff. Maybe something that says, um, Budweiser or something like that. Sorry about that. Um, let's see. Moving on. Do soundproofing. Optional. Okay. Add acoustic panels, thick rugs, or curtains to reduce noise. Insulate walls to prevent sound from escaping or entering. Yeah, I mean, if you're into playing music and stuff, or you have like a band, or recording or whatever, I kind of wish I had some soundproofing down here, just because, uh, like you can clearly hear me upstairs, like you're sitting next to me, which I guess isn't a big deal, but I don't know. I think that it's maybe obnoxious for other people to listen to. Who knows? Um, yeah, yeah. If you're into stuff like that, soundproofing, absolutely. Let's see here. Comfort and extras. Heating, cooling, fans, keep the space comfortable year round. And add small details like blankets, footrests, or coasters for convenience. Um, yeah, I have coasters and stuff, but again, it's all like coasters that I've collected from our travels. Uh, the and I do have blankets and pillows down here because occasionally when the grandkids come over, we'll throw a blow up mattress up, and they sleep down here on that and like to watch TV and stuff. I actually am looking for a chest coffee table, I guess we'll say, like a big trunk or a big hope chest where I can store like the blankets and pillows in, because right now they're sitting on the couch, and I don't know, I just don't have a very good spot to put them. Um, I have heat down here. Cooling, it stays pretty cool down here during the summer because it is the basement, but I do have like fans. And one really unique thing about down here. So my basement, you can enter my garage through the basement and then go out. But the door that they chose for the basement door actually has a window that opens with a screen. which is kind of nice in the summertime because you can throw a fan in front of there and get some fresh air. Um, Pro tip, stay flexible. And your man cave can evolve as your interests change. Start with the essentials and expand as you find new ways to enjoy the space. Would you like... Okay, so, and obviously this is not like this is not a place to escape your family, I guess we'll say. This is like, unless you want to escape your family, and if that's the case, you have bigger issues. But nevertheless, excuse me, been a little sick lately. But nevertheless, you may have some bigger issues that you need to figure out if that's the case. But yeah, I come down here usually when Sunday mornings, stuff like that. My wife works, kids are asleep. Friday nights, usually the kids are off doing whatever teenagers do, shopping or I don't know, sitting on their phones or whatever. So yeah, I'll come down here also in the morning sometimes, or if I have work to do for work, because this is kind of a dual purpose area for me. If I do some work from home, I will do it down here because it's out of the way and it's somewhat quiet. And, I have a bathroom right here, and it's kind of like I don't know, almost like a separate building almost, or a separate house sometimes. So it's, like I said, people don't really come down here. So it's out of the way and it's fairly quiet, so I can focus and get some work done. But yeah, in the morning, this is where my desk is and my computer set up, and if I'm doing stuff for the podcast or writing something or watching YouTube or something like that, I'll come down here before work and have my coffee and mess around. But generally, like when I get home, I don't like run to my man cave or my basement or whatever. I see what's going on with family and have dinner and hang out and stuff like that. So, this is not really an escape from your family. It's just kind of your little piece of heaven to, occasionally use. Some people are good with that. I know a lot of wives and fiancés, girlfriends, whatever. Excuse me. They have like their crafting rooms or sewing rooms, or maybe they're into gaming or whatever. I know they have their little areas as well, very often. So, if they're off doing their own thing and you want to go do yours, then yeah, have at it. There you go. But find your own little piece of Shangri-La in your home while you're at it. But anyways, that's where we'll leave it for this episode. As always, thank you for listening. I appreciate all my listeners. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day or listening to me on your way to work or way home, or while you putter around the house. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to listen to the show, and also check out any of my videos that I've been posting. Like always, find me on social media, X, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. I'm over there. Not on everything, but most things, most of the common stuff. No TikTok. I'm going to stand firm on that one. I'm not a TikTok individual. But X, Pinterest. Pinterest is cool. I've got some cool stuff over there to check out. But yeah, go follow me or like my stuff, or subscribe, whatever option you have available to you. And of course, the podcast is every Monday morning, 6 a.m., just in time for your commute to work. And hopefully I can create just a little bit of a buffer zone in between your weekend and your Monday morning at work. On Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and many other places as well. And then we have our video stuff. Excuse me. Good night. I have my video stuff over on YouTube, Rumble, and Odysee. A lot of cooking stuff around the grill, beer reviews, some cool dude stuff, many different things, different videos. I'm working along on that. Also trying to do more with my social media stuff and be more mindful of creating content for that kind of thing, or that stuff rather. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great week. And as always, be the man you are meant to be. Take care of yourselves. And oh no, I said I wasn't going to use that one anymore. So, yeah, I'll just end it right here. Have a great rest of your week, and thank you for listening.